27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is great to be with all of you here on this Wednesday. This is sort of the calm before the storm as we await this soaking rain that's coming in. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go through all of the usual forecasting tools that we show you, but I'm also going to take you a little bit behind the scenes and talk about something called the SREFs. And the SREFs are short-range ensemble forecasts. We look at those a lot, especially in the winter when we're dealing with snow. But I want to look at them today live here with you all to see what they say about the precipitation that's coming in. Because, well, the models generally agree. There are some models that spit out a ton of rain and others that keep us under an inch. So I'd like to see where the where the consensus falls as we move into tonight and tomorrow, because this is our our best chance to get a drought-busting rain. This is going to be a soaker, and I would love to know more and dig a little deeper here and beyond the forecast to see exactly how much we could get. And I think for the most part, we should be able to handle it. I'm not concerned about any flooding issues because we've been dry. Streams and creeks are fine. Certainly the rivers are fine. The only issues will come with ponding of water on roadways, poor drainage areas, or storm drains that are clogged up with leaves and debris. So make sure you clear those out if they're near your house, or gutters too that are clogged up. They're going to have issues. But other than that, we're talking about a pretty good beneficial rain, which I know many of us have been looking forward to. Here's the sunrise over Upper Dauphin Area High School this morning. It looks nice, doesn't it? And it is going to be a nice start to the day before clouds increase and give us that opportunity for some rain. Now, I drove through a shower this morning, and Meteorologist Dan Tomaso reporting in last night on our weather text chain that he was getting a little bit of rain outside of Hershey. And so it's really this low-level moisture that's pushing in from the Atlantic. And so any time today could bring a passing sprinkle or a shower. We don't want to limit it to just this evening, although I will tell you, I do think most of the day will be dry. Temperatures are a little bit warmer because of the clouds. East Earl's at 45, Lebanon at 45, Warwick Middle School at 44, and Fawn Grove is also at 45. And you can see the winds coming in from the east this morning. Oddly enough, Harrisburg is sitting at 39 degrees. This is one of the colder spots around this morning. Meanwhile, Philly's at 50. And usually Harrisburg more in line with Philly than everybody else. But most spots are in the 40s, and most spots are warmer than yesterday, and some spots by a rather significant amount. Look at Lebanon here, 12 degrees warmer. And that's because of the clouds, and 17 degrees warmer in York. So, again, it is a milder morning as those clouds push in, and here you can see, too, we've got the winds coming in from the northeast, and these winds will continue today. I don't think it will be as breezy as yesterday, but you may notice a light breeze here and there. Then the winds are really going to ramp up. I've called tonight and tomorrow breezy. Windy may be a better word. 57 degrees yesterday. The normal is 61. And again, without any rain, our deficit is closing in on 3.5 inches. So this is coming at a good time. We need this rain. There's a beauty shot, huh? Look at that. The Capitol Dome lit up. We're looking across the river at Harrisburg from Wormleysburg, and not a lot of clouds there, just enough to make a pretty picture. And highs today will again be just shy of 60 degrees. So the clouds rolling in are really because of several things. One is high pressure to the north that kept this storm at bay. And follow my telestrating here. This storm stayed to our south because of this high that is behind the banner here. Well, that high is part of the reason why we're going to get clouds today, because of this easterly flow. Remember, clockwise flow around a high, we get flow from the Atlantic, and boom, you can see that will result in a few clouds. Now, the second thing is this low is going to move in, and this low picked up some moisture from the Gulf. It's going to head north and east and deliver all that good soaking rain to us here over the next few days. Now, this evening, if you do have practice or a game, or you're just planning to be out and about, I would take the jacket and the raincoat, because there will be a few showers around. I think anytime after 5 p.m. is when we will start to see this rain develop. Watch. Clouds are going to increase throughout the day. Here's 3 o'clock, and you can see where the rain is. It's knocking on our door, but it remains just to the south of us. Now, anytime after 5, notice we start to see some spotty showers. I think any rain this evening is going to be light and spotty, and then the heavy stuff comes in. I think anytime after midnight through noon tomorrow looks like the worst of the storm. And you will notice, too, as we play this out, look at the pockets of heavy rain. that develop across the region. So most spots are likely going to get at least an inch of rain out of this, and I think many of us will see up to 2 inches of rain. Here's 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and again, look at the heavy rain setting up with this. Now, the good thing is it's moving through the region quickly. There's still going to be some showers and some downpours left over tomorrow afternoon, which we can see here, but I do think by 4 or 5 o'clock, the storm is pulling north. So notice here's tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., and we are dry locally. And I think that's going to be the case. So I think it's a 24-hour storm from about 5 or 6 tonight through about 5 or 6 tomorrow night, with the worst of it being midnight to noon. And then on Friday, a chilly Halloween and a blustery Halloween with a mix of sun and clouds. But look at how nice it will be by Friday evening. Here's trick-or-treat time, 6 o'clock. And we've cleared out, but that's going to make it chilly. And with the winds blowing, it's going to be kind of a spooky night, and you're going to want to dress the kiddos warmly. So here is our precision cast rainfall. And what I like about this is it does show basically 1 to 2 inches. Now, I think it overdoes it in a few spots, but let's do what I said that we were going to do now, and I want to check out the SHREF. I want to look at that because I think it's important to have an understanding of what some of these models are saying. So let me see if I can pull this up here, and here it is. So we're looking at the SHREF models now. We've got one in Harrisburg, one for York, and one for Lancaster, and I will explain the graphic here to all of you. Here is Harrisburg's, and we could see up here on the graph, these are all of the ensemble model forecasts with the projection of how much rain each ensemble model thinks we're going to get. And if I click on this black one here, okay, this black one is the mean of all the different models. And it's a little hard to see, but the mean is saying, if I can click on it here, the mean said about 1.3 inches. All right, and those that are close to it show about an inch, 1.3 inches to about an inch and a half. There was the mean. And again, 1.33 inches is right in line with what we're saying. Let's go to York. Okay. York's mean, let's see if we can hit it here, 1.28 inches. Okay. And I know that's hard to see on the screen here, but that's right in line with what we're saying. Now, what are some of the top models suggesting? 2.5 inches. So even these aren't going totally nutso, which is good news because I've seen some models spit out over 3 inches of rain. And finally, in Lancaster, the mean here, 1.23 inches, the highest being just under 2 inches of rain. So what that tells me, and basically what these short-term ensemble models are suggesting, is that 1 to 2 inches of rain is a pretty solid forecast for this event. And I like that. I like that it backs up precision cast for the most part. I think precision cast is still a little overdone in spots, but I do like what the SHREFs have to say, and that's why I think 1 to 2 inches is a very solid forecast. Now, the other part of the forecast we have to mention would be the winds. It's going to be a little bit breezy today, but these winds are going to increase tonight. Look at the winds by tomorrow morning, over 20 miles an hour in spots, okay? And it's going to be very gusty here throughout the day on Thursday, just an ugly day. A day that we haven't seen around here in quite a while because we've had some really great weather over the past couple of months. And then look at what happens on Halloween. Here's the afternoon on Friday. Winds between 15 and 25 miles an hour. And now the swap comes in. Notice the winds coming from the northwest. So it's going to be cool and chilly. And here's 7 o'clock Halloween night. Prime trick-or-treat time. Winds still at around 15 miles an hour. So it's going to be chilly and blustery for Halloween night. Temperatures in the 40s. But it may feel more like the 30s outside. So heads up and dress the kids warmly for trick-or-treat. Today's a great day to download our weather app. I've already sent a push alert out. All of the forecasts on this app, all of the weather discussions, all of the videos, and all of the push alerts come directly from us. We're in charge. It's not AI slop. It is coming from this weather team. We send it out every day. I promise you that. Now, looking ahead, the extended outlook has this to say. It is going to dry out rather quickly this week, and the storm continues to lift out on Saturday. By Sunday, some sunshine, and the same setup is going to occur next week. There's a southern storm that looks to get squashed to the south by high pressure. So we stay dry through most of next week, much like this week. So today and tomorrow is it. After that, the rain chances look bleak. So it's coming at a good time. This will be a drought-busting rain for us and help out when we need it the most, and it will not last. We also don't have to worry about this storm, but it is worth mentioning Melissa, the monster hurricane that unfortunately destroyed Jamaica as a Category 5 storm, and one of the strongest on record, is now a Category 3 storm battering Cuba and some of the islands there across that part of the world, and just south and east of Florida. This is a storm that will have somewhat of an impact on Bermuda, but stay out to sea this weekend as it moves into the northern Atlantic. Luckily, we do not have to worry about that locally. So here's the forecast: 56 today, some evening showers on tap. We do expect the worst of the storm to be from midnight to noon, so rain and breezy conditions tonight, with lows staying in the 50s. Tomorrow, 60, 1 to 2 inches of rain projected. The storm should wrap up by 5 p.m. tomorrow, and then mostly cloudy, blustery for Halloween, and chilly for trick-or-treat. It stays cool throughout the weekend, with some sunny days ahead next week as highs return to near 60 degrees. We will post updates throughout the day, of course. All of my colleagues will be here. Download the ABC 27 weather app and also our ABC 27 Plus app, because we're going to be posting updates on there throughout the day, too. Enjoy the rain, everybody. We could certainly use it, but tomorrow looks like an inside day. For Beyond the Forecast, I'm meteorologist Brett Thackara.